Hi, Aries. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is the message that the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if you are here because this message popped up in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. And this could be for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, wherever you have Aries in your chart. We also have Temperance. They keep calling me to look at that second card on the bottom. So just know Temperance is there as well. But definitely like the video. Give it a thumbs up. And obviously subscribe if you like the messages. All of your interactions really help to grow my channel. And I really do appreciate that. But it also pushes the messages out into the algorithm so that others can get the guidance that they need as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. Thank you. So on the bottom of the deck, we had the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is about partnership. This is about, this could be like a business partner. This could be a love partner, some kind of union here. Could be union with self, like balancing your masculine and feminine, right? So maybe you've been trying to call in some kind of partnership here. And again, this doesn't have to be love. It can be like a business partner. This can also lead you to like connections, right? Like based on mutual interests and, feeling loved, or like really kind of bringing balance and harmony in here. So the situation is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about cycles, right? This is things changing and moving in your favor. And this is like, that wheel keeps turning and our lives go in cycles. So we are constantly moving in and out of cycles and needing to learn lessons within each cycle, right? So learning to kind of, surrender to the present moment and know that life is cyclical, right? And it's not linear. Like things are going to change. Things will get better and things are starting to turn in your favor here, right? Just trusting in that divine timing. So the blockage here is the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles is about balance, right? So twos are all about balance and choices and options here. So with the Two of Pentacles, this is like balance, stability, and maybe even like needing to prioritize because you're juggling a lot, right? With this in the blockage, maybe it's you're unbalanced or destabilized, right? This could be like spending too much, or when you need to be saving, you're like needing to balance your resources. But also like knowing that balance can be restored if you just identify where you're off track and then take those small steps to get back into alignment, right? I just feel like you're not feeling very stable and grounded, right? You're feeling destabilized, like, unbalanced. So the root cause of this is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is about needing to see things from a different perspective. And he is like, surrendering control. He's kind of upside down here, right? Like looking at things from a different point of view. But that's because he is suspended or, waiting on outcomes, like waiting for a new cycle here, right? I feel like things have kind of maybe felt stagnant or stuck because you've been feeling imbalanced. And I feel like it's you needing to release control, right? Like, because with the Wheel of Fortune, we could be trying to force things, and that can have you feeling like unstable here, right? Or, not trusting in the divine timing, and you're feeling imbalanced, but you need to release that control and surrender the outcome to spirit, right? And take this time in this pause to surrender as fully as you can so that you can gain a different perspective and expand your belief system, or, see this partnership, relationship, this balance from a different perspective, right? And get back into balance. So in the recent past, what is still affecting this current situation? We have the sun. So the sun is my favorite card in the whole deck. This is Leo energy. So you could have Leo in your chart. This is a fellow fire sign, but this is like happiness, clarity, optimism, joy, like that inner child happiness, right? So the sun doesn't really have a negative connotation in the reverse, but it can be like a little bit of pessimism or not being clear. So I feel like maybe you've been a little pessimistic or unclear and feeling imbalanced because things have kind of been stuck or stagnant. And you feel like, you're trying to force things to move forward and they're just not moving. And that can have you kind of in this, pessimistic mindset, like things aren't going to work out, or, why aren't things moving, or trying to push things, right? But I feel like now you're going to be getting some clarity. So the message from your higher self or your spirit guides is the Empress. So the Empress is that ultimate divine feminine energy. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. We go by masculine, feminine energy in my readings, and we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. So, she is a powerful energy of receiving rather than taking action, and like allowing things to be birthed into your life in its own time without rushing or forcing, right? She's relaxed. She trusts in her passion and creativity, and it produces that powerful magnetism that attracts everything she desires. This doesn't mean she's sitting around not doing anything, but she doesn't try to force the outcomes, right? She's putting in the work that she needs to. So, for example, if this is, you wanting some sort of job that you're waiting for it to come together, in the meantime, you're working on your skill sets, or you're putting your resume together, or you're, talking to people that are in the field you want to go into, right? Like knowing what you can and can't control and then letting things come to you, right? Sitting in that Empress energy. So I really love that. I feel like maybe you're trying to force something right now and Spirit's trying to get you to slow down with this Hanged Man and this Empress and just embrace the pause. Like I said, right? If things have felt stagnant, they're not moving forward, sit in that energy. I know that's very difficult. Believe me, I've been there myself, but knowing that you are abundant in yourself and that you are attracting everything that you want, maybe work on some manifestation, or, do some meditation to kind of work with the energy, because it'll help ease you through this. So in the immediate future, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is like some kind of new opportunity. This is also a message, right? The pages are messengers. So you could be getting a message of like some kind of exciting news or a new opportunity, a new adventure here, like through mail, text, phone call, or direct conversation, right? Just be open to creative experiences and new opportunities, and then express yourself in a way that feels like fresh and dynamic, right? So I definitely feel like there are new opportunities coming in here for you in the immediate future. Just be open to those, but also like stay grounded, right? Because he is the card of being very grounded yet playful. Like see the world through the lens of curiosity, but also, stay grounded in yourself and stay balanced. We had the Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, which are both about maybe feeling imbalanced or unstable. So just make sure that you're staying grounded and stable. And maybe that's why you're at a pause, so that you can get balanced and grounded, right? In the meantime, like I said, manifest, meditate, journal, go for walks, whatever it is that helps you kind of regulate your nervous system here. So in your thoughts and feelings, we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is, this is like the romantic Prince Charming type of energy, but it's also like embracing your heart's desires here, right? Going after what is going to make you emotionally happy. This is also like a card of self-love. So maybe, you're feeling optimistic and you're wanting some kind of inspiration. This could be about your spiritual path or love in general. But just like really focusing on what makes you happy, what fills your cup, and kind of pouring into yourself here again. And that, like I was talking a minute ago, that meditation, that journaling, that can really be like a self-love practice. So I feel like maybe you're really, you could also be disappointed with things that, you had high hopes for and they just weren't met. This could have been like in romance or a job. And, you could be relying too heavily on perfection and really just needing to, be open to the new opportunities, because just because there was disappointment doesn't mean there won't be new opportunities coming in here. So in your environment, the influence here is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is like options, choices, right? And having like a lot of possibilities and even, daydreaming about those possibilities. And you could have lots of choices or options coming in here, but you need to use your discernment on which option you want to take. And that could be another reason you're at a pause. A lot of times spirit wants us to really use our discernment and focus on, if you have 7 different options on how to move forward, what is the best for you? What is going to make your heart happy? And what is going to best fulfill you and help you stay balanced and grounded, right? So, this, you could be like really confused right now because you're at a pause, but it's also about making a solid plan and then trusting your intuition on what's going to lead you to what most resonates with you, right? Consider all the possibilities and then make some kind of solid plan before you do move forward. So in your hopes and fears, we have the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about forward movement. So you're really hoping to have some sort of forward movement here, forward momentum, right? So he like takes the reins and he takes control of his life and then moves that chariot in the direction he wants to go in. So I feel like you're really hoping for things to kind of move forward or some kind of progress to happen here, right? Towards a goal or towards whatever it is that you're wanting to move into. Maybe you're just wanting to move into a new cycle or, start a new job, start a new relationship, whatever it is for you. So the potential outcome here is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is, again, a messenger. So this is like some kind of emotional message that is coming in here. This could be like an apology, right? Maybe if you are wanting a relationship, this is some kind of apology that is coming in here. This can also just be you opening to more intuitive messages, right? So this could be all about your intuition. But regardless, just open yourself up to receiving messages from all sources, including your intuition, right? So this is just an emotional experience, maybe even expressing yourself emotionally after, this period of pause here. This again could be a relationship. This could be a job. This is some kind of new opportunity that is coming in here. But we do have like, the Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Two of Cups. So this could be you wanting a love partner and, or, some kind of situation has been on pause with you and someone that you want a partnership with, and you're going to be receiving some kind of a message of an offer or love here, right? So again, this could just be a job that you're wanting, that you've been manifesting, and it's going to make you emotionally happy. Nonetheless, I feel like you just need to be open to new opportunities and trust your intuition and stay grounded here, because things are going to open up and they are going to move forward after a period of stagnation. I feel like things have probably just been moving behind the scenes, right? That's very much what the Wheel of Fortune is. We don't always see things moving, and it can be very frustrating. You feel stuck and you feel like things are not going to come together, and it can kind of have you in like this pessimistic mindset. Believe me, we've all been there. But just trust in the divine timing, because things are opening up here for you. So I really love that. I think that's an amazing message for you. I hope that helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.